Let me see how I even do that.
You know what? I'm gonna show you the video.
No, don't show me nothing, bro. Don't show me nothing, bro.
Screenshot them and just see.
I'll put it in the group.
I'll
put it in the group, man.
Delete it.
For everyone.
Nobody look at this.
Delete it for everyone.
Bro, I
miss
cannot
90s
believe
R&B.
it.
Well, believe it. The truth.
How would I even have it? Like I don't. It's something up, bro.
Somehow you managed to do it.
I don't even picture how I can even do that.
Somehow you managed to do it. Man, I've been about to play the whole song, man.
Right. Oh, I was grooving. I didn't even.
Right. We just kicking back. You know what I'm saying? Like. Oh man.
Yo, it's the Talk That Ish podcast.
Look who is back with us, man.
Yeah. Back at
is gone. Did you watch the last episode with Shanta?
I did.
He was saying you had a tummy ache.
Oh, I did.
He was tummy.
First of all, it was hard to listen to that episode.
Why?
Because there was so much I wanted to comment on.
That's how I felt when I watched that
Like,
episode.
What did you want to comment on?
Freaking much.
First of all,
I picked your Cowboys.
I saw
and you see what happened.
Yeah,
They lost.
Yeah. But let's not talk about that, so chill out. Waffle House is fire.
Fire.
Waffle House is fire.
Hey, first of all, I went to Waffle House today.
Hey,
bro.
Hey, that's wild.
I went to Waffle House on lunch today.
Waffle House is fire, and I've never seen them fight there. I've never seen them fight. I've never seen any beef there.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
Crazy.
It's just so much other stuff. Like
crazy.
I can't remember. It was just so much I want to comment on.
Pick one more.
I can't. I'm trying to
pick
think.
one more.
What's one more thing that I want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Over or under on the toilet paper?
Ah, yes. Over or under.
I think the only logical answer to this is over.
All right.
It's a woman
that's
thing.
It
is a woman
No,
thing.
plenty women commented over.
Word.
Yeah.
I did see a couple women comment over.
Yeah.
What is up with the under?
It's a mistake.
My girl puts it under, and it's frustrating.
Like when you go to a hotel room, tell me how your stairs are.
It's over.
Always over.
It's over.
Folded with the triangle.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
that tells you professionally how it's supposed to be done.
It's supposed to be
never
over.
walked into any hotel. I don't care if it's a motel.
Hey, real talk.
And seen it under.
It's over. It just makes the most sense.
It just makes sense.
I'm sorry, not sorry.
Man, the fact that Shantae was sitting here literally turning her wrist and claiming she wasn't,
right,
made no sense at all.
Like she literally was doing this, like a whole motion.
What was she doing that for?
Because she was saying like under, because she was trying to make it seem like it's easier. Because when you done, all you got to do, she was saying all you got to do. And what we're saying is, no, you're making a whole nother motion.
Right.
Yeah.
You're like we say, unless you sitting on the toilet yoga style. Like you praying or something to Buddha.
Weird.
It is weird. Anybody who has their toilet paper
hanging
under
from the ceiling and you just can pull it down or something.
Even from the ceiling, I want it over.
I want it over.
Yeah.
Like every single time.
It's how it's supposed to be.
It's how it's supposed to be. Thank you, all the over people out there. Thank you.
So yeah, I did listen to the episode,
Mm-hmm.
and it was good. I listened to it when I was working out, and I was like, you know what?
There you go.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Support your own podcast.
Yeah, support my whole podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
And so
we're glad to have you back, brother.
We are, man.
Glad to be back.
Glad that tummy ache gone. Clap it up for Low C. Back in the building. Thank you. Back in the building.
So,
double claps.
Sad news is, this day 3 years ago. Well, this will drop tomorrow. So
yeah, Friday.
But anyway, 3 years ago at this time, we lost Kobe, Bean, Bryant, Gigi, and what was it, 3 others on the plane on the helicopter.
On the helicopter, yeah.
So man, shout out to them and their families. Prayers up. Hope their families are making it through this day.
100%.
Okay. That might have been the saddest celebrity passing I've ever I think that's the first time a celebrity passed and I actually felt something.
I can feel that.
And that's not saying that I didn't feel nothing, because whenever somebody passes, it's sad.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's like I kind of feel like Kobe was just different for me.
Yeah.
You know, my mama felt that way like when Luther passed, because she was a huge Luther Vandross fan.
Mm-hmm.
So like she felt that way when Luther died. But sitting there getting that news about Kobe, like seeing it come up on Twitter, I'm like, I'm thinking it's like a hoax.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
Yeah, I was mad, like, bro, people
100%. It felt like it. It felt like a hoax.
Then when TMZ said it, unfortunately, like, it's real.
Hey, it's so crazy how TMZ is like one of the worst, like, what do you call it, like news outlets, but
be accurate.
They be kind of accurate sometimes.
they be accurate.
Be like, I hate that they are.
Aaliyah passing kind of got me when Aaliyah.
Word?
Yeah.
I feel like I was too young.
I was like I still remember when my sister came in the room and told me. Like I was like, oh shoot.
What year was that when Aaliyah died?
Great question.
Like was it in the 90s or early 2000s? I feel like I was still in school when she died.
Let's see.
Yeah, look that up because I feel like I was still in school. When did Pac die?
Aaliyah passed in 2001, so that's you graduated.
Okay, yeah, it was the year I graduated.
Yep.
Dang, what was the month?
August.
That makes sense. Yep. That makes all the
So
sense.
you
in
had
the
just
world.
graduated.
Nah, wait.
August.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
just
you
graduated.
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep.
And then it was September 11th.
Pac-
Next month.
Pac
That's
was
crazy.
Pac passed. I was in like a sophomore.
Was that 98?
7.
Yeah, I was like a
97.
freshman or sophomore or something like that.
I don't even remember where I was when Pac got killed.
But man, like another, and this one kind of hurt me. I don't know. It just really hurt me. But
96.
he wasn't like a famous person.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's this TikTok dude.
Uh-huh.
He always made these videos with his little son.
Oh,
Hispanic
yeah. The Hispanic guy.
Yeah, he passed away, man.
I seen that.
And then like right before, he had a video,
Mm-hmm.
and he was out in another state, just doing treatment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And his son sent like a video, was saying, hey, he said, hey, my son wants to send a video to y'all, let him know. And the son was just seeing that, bro. I was like,
it was very sad.
I had to cut it off.
Yeah, it was
just,
very, very sad.
So yeah, man.
Dang, boy.
That hit me today, man.
Yeah,
and
real
then
talk.
I looked and saw Kobe. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
get off the internet for a
Hey,
second.
facts.
And sometimes you gotta
Dang,
get
boy.
away from it, bro.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yeah, man. But shout out to Kobe, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to him
Still, in my
all those
opinion, the
victims.
second greatest basketball player of all time.
versus LeBron.
Oh,
Said what?
no, I'm not even gonna get to that debate.
I don't even.
Now, let me say this. I will say this about LeBron.
Uh-huh.
What LeBron
Oh.
is doing at 38 years old
Mm-hmm.
is amazing.
100%.
Like, I can't to be able to play offensively because you could tell his age on defense. He can't stay in front of them young cats like he used to.
Yeah, blowing right by.
But what he's doing on offense at this age with this many years on his miles on his body is amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's still Jordan.
He's still playing at a high level.
Yeah. Still,
Number 3? 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. So let's talk about cancel culture real quick.
All right, here we go.
And I know all of us agree that cancel culture is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
So the latest person that they're trying to cancel, or at least her song, is Anita Baker. Now some people were saying this was a joke. I don't believe it was. But her song, Natural Woman, you make me feel like a natural woman. Yeah, that song. So somebody or some people in the LGBTQ plus, make sure I get all the letters right, in that community were saying that they wanted to basically take the Natural Woman song off of all streaming platforms because it is offensive. Because the question was, what is a natural woman? Or is there a such thing as a natural woman? Which, by the way, I saw another post which kind of coincides, just to add on top of this.
Okay.
It was like an advertisement, and it was transgender men, which are women who transition to men, I believe.
Okay.
I'll be getting it mixed up. But it said people have periods, and it was transgender men with like underwear on, but they had like blood. And so it said people have periods, and I was just confused because I was like, well, people don't have periods. Women have periods.
Yeah, like
because they have ovaries.
And it sheds the tissue, like
yeah,
all
the
that
lining
good stuff. Like
and,
I think men emotionally have times of the month. I do feel like that.
You
know, I do feel like
it's a full moon.
Yeah, I feel like men, some like, they go through something, but it ain't that.
Yeah,
but
Oh, but yeah, canceling Anita Baker,
It's nuts.
the Natural Woman song. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Now, can somebody, so I make sure I'm commenting correctly, define transgender?
You said somebody define
No,
it?
no, yeah. Can one of y'all
Let's go to Google.
I mean,
is it somebody that had work done, or is it somebody that was like born with both things?
That is definitely not that.
Okay.
I think it's somebody they was born one gender
and they just want to
do things.
They identify as something else.
Mhm.
And then to get fully there, they have work done to get fully there. Okay, that's
So
what I thought.
I'm gonna read the
hormones
definition
and-
that they have here.
Hermaphrodite is what I was thinking about. What?
Yes, I'm not too sure how to pronounce it,
Yeah.
but yeah, that is an actual naturally occurring
Yeah.
thing in nature. You know what I'm saying, or what they would call a mutation. Which I mean, that's not a whole lot of the population.
Yeah,
but it is a
right.
very real thing.
Okay.
So the definition here says transgender is an umbrella term for persons whose gender identity, gender expression, or behavior does not conform to that typically associated with the sex to which they were assigned at birth.
Okay.
So basically what y'all were saying.
So in a sense, they made a choice.
Yes. They're not conforming to what they were born.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they made a choice in not conforming to what they were born to,
Mm-hmm.
then it's no longer natural.
Listen, man.
Listen, when you ask the question, what is a natural woman?
Somebody that's born a woman.
I mean, I think it's in the definition, natural.
Yeah.
Because anytime you're doing anything that is
Like
surgery or
if I
doing
go-
anything to change, it's no longer natural.
Like right now, like I'm bald. Like, I don't have hair. Like I can grow some hair, but on top it's real. So if I go get
slim up there.
yeah. So if I go get something done
Mm-hmm.
to all of a sudden have hair, I can't go around and say I have natural hair.
You can't.
I can't because it's no longer natural.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
It was
this is-
implanted.
This is my thing, though.
Yeah.
My thing is, you have to look at it's a term,
Mm-hmm.
so you have to understand or inquire about what she means by "you make me feel like a natural woman."
Mm-hmm. I would say it has nothing to do with the transgender
So
community. also.
I'm saying it's like, what does that mean? So it's like you're trying to say she's not saying you make me feel like I was born a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's saying you make me feel like a natural woman.
Uh-huh.
Meaning that means something. It's a different meaning for natural woman to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for you to attack that, you're not you're going away from what the meaning of it is. You see what I'm saying?
And I don't even think she was talking in the sense of being born a woman.
That's what
She
I'm
wasn't.
saying.
She
so
absolutely was
it's
not.
it's not a thing.
Absolutely
She's
was
not
not.
trying to say you make me feel like I was born female.
Yeah. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what she's saying.
not even close.
Yeah. So to attack her for that, you're it's pointless.
It is very pointless.
And here's my thing with it. Like, I have nothing against that community whatsoever.
At all.
Like, do your thing. And I'm cool with that. Like, do your thing.
Right.
But in my opinion, it's like they feel they look for things. Some of them, I'm not gonna say all. 'cause
Sure.
I try not to make they like. Some of them look for a way to be offended.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're going out and say, who is out here? How could this offend me?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, and get it. Some black people do it with race.
100%.
We-
100%.
Like, and I'm just saying that so it don't look like I'm just picking at this community.
yeah,
like,
no, real talk.
Like, if I want to be offended, I can find
Oh,
things
you will find a way.
Yeah.
to be offended by.
100%.
And I think that's what's happening on a lot of this cancel culture stuff is we want to cancel somebody something quick because we want to be, in a sense, sensitive
Mm-hmm.
or easily offended.
Yeah.
Like, that song ain't hurt. If you don't like the song, don't listen to it.
And can I also say, it's okay to be offended.
I was just about
I
to say
mean,
that.
I'm just saying.
Like, can you be offended and mind your business and go about your day?
Like, it's okay.
I see stuff all the time I don't like. I don't
Yeah.
gotta comment on
That
it.
I believe is very offensive.
And I just
Yeah.
go on.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. It's okay to be
not
offended.
trying to start a mutiny.
If I turn on the song, if I turn on the song and it offends me, I turn it off.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people will say. Like, well, don't listen to the song. It's pretty simple. It doesn't mean like take it off of all streaming platforms.
And that's their thing. Is like they don't want to just turn off the song. They don't feel like anybody else should listen to this song. Or you're wrong.
Exactly.
I'm offended by this song. Our community is offended by this song. Don't play this song ever again.
Right. And that's the thing. It's like, hey, we can disagree and still be cool.
Yes.
It's totally fine. We don't have to agree on everything. It's totally fine.
I disagree with my friends all the time. And somehow we're still friends.
R. Kelly's still on every streaming site.
He is. And he has reason to be taken down. I mean, come on. He has reason to have his stuff not on streaming.
But you know what people do? People who have a problem with R. Kelly and what he's done, they don't play his music anymore.
There you have it. It's pretty simple.
It's available, and they choose not to play it.
It is pretty simple.
I choose not to play it, and song I wanted to listen to the other day, I was like,
look, we was at B Mama's birthday. They said play some stepper music. First thing came to mind was Step in the Name of Love. I'm like, I ain't about to play this here. Like,
I want to play You Remind Me of My G.
Oh, that's the jam. No, that's the jam.
That video was cold.
I don't remember the video.
That video snow and that cabin and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
That mug was fire.
But hey, but you know what? Guess what? I didn't play it.
Right. It's fair. It's pretty simple. Kelly. Don't listen to the song.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
It is, man. It's just, man, it's so easy to be offended if that's what you want to be. Yeah. Like, if you're looking for offense, you're going to find it.
I just don't like how, again, like, now you just can't be offended anymore. Like what is happening where, like, offense has become such a bad thing?
I don't know, man. They didn't grow up like we grew up. It was always somebody saying something offensive.
Always.
For real.
Always.
You got to learn how to joke, crack back, or you're going to be offended every day.
Literally.
Always. In the black school.
Oh, bruh.
Man, it's like, listen. And let me just step my educator side, step aside for a second. Like, it be kids in my, talking about, he said something about my grandma that's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hell, let's smack him so he won't say it again. Like, he's doing this just to, like, get under you because you know you're going to be crying and falling out. Like, smack them.
Do any of your students listen to our podcast?
No, I don't know.
Okay, thank God.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not saying it's bad advice.
My thing is like, dude, if a person keeps saying something to you just to hurt your feelings,
shut them up.
You should do something so they won't say it anymore.
So you're saying physically assault them?
I'm saying physically assault them.
So you're saying this community should physically assault somebody?
I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nothing else but what I'm talking about.
So they should attack Anita.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's hilarious. That's how you take somebody's stuff way out of context.
Yeah. Bruh. So I'm just saying, man, it's like these, like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Just relax, people. It's okay. Relax. It's okay.
Chill out.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. So speaking of women.
Uh-oh.
I have an issue rolling. A woman posted this.
All right, I'm with it.
She posted this, but a dude said this. So let me say. So, and his name is Bishop Greg Davis. Who's the person that Bishop Greg Davis. He don't look like a bishop, but I guess.
He said he don't look like a bishop.
But hey, Bishop Greg Davis posted this. Most men, I want to know if y'all rolling. Is you rolling?
Uh-huh. Most men
won't realize, and he's talking about women, most men won't realize your worth until you're gone.
Hold on. Say that one more time.
Most men will not realize a woman's worth until she's gone.
I'm not rolling, and quite frankly, I may be more prompt to rolling if it was reversed, but I'm not rolling.
I'm not rolling with that at all. Not even a little.
I see so that's why I said a woman posted it. but he said it. So she's supposed to. Well, he said that most men will not realize a woman's worth until she's gone.
I'm not
highly
rolling with that
disagree
at
with
all.
that.
I am not rolling with that in even a little bit.
I highly disagree with
Matter
that.
of fact, I'm so pissed off by it. That's ridiculous.
Now, I get it. Has there been an instance where maybe I didn't value a woman like I should have until she was gone? Yes.
Sure.
I've been in that situation. But even, my thing is, I'm not saying I have.
No, I haven't.
I've done it. But even then, it wasn't a sense that I didn't realize the value.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I understand she was a good woman.
Yeah.
I understand she was great.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't. It was me.
Yeah. 100%.
When I didn't value her, she had value. I seen the worth. I knew she would be amazing.
Yeah.
But where I was in life, I just wasn't ready to be able to handle the value. So it wasn't that I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Just being 100.
You was on BS.
Yeah.
That's what it come down to.
So and I think that's probably more the truth.
Yeah.
Than anything else. When somebody has something valuable and worth, and they know it's worth something, they know.
Yeah.
They might not appreciate the value.
Right.
Or appreciate the worth.
100%.
They definitely know it.
There's a big difference.
I done
100%.
ran through some Jordans when I was coming up.
Hey, that's funny.
When I wasn't paying for them.
Right.
And all that.
Right.
I knew the value of them.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that they was worth money.
Yeah.
But I didn't appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. But true.
But now that I'm more mature.
And you got to pay for them.
And I got to pay for them.
Yup.
You think of things differently.
Yeah, you understand the value more.
So I don't think it's a way that most men, and I think that they get that because a lot of times men will be on their BS.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when the woman's like, I'm leaving or I'm gone, that's when the dude's like, well, no, I'll change, I'll get right.
Right.
And then they're like, well, no, you didn't see your value. You're like, no, I already see that, but now that you're leaving, I'm like, hey, chill.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, what it be.
That's what it is.
Dudes be on bush.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
They know the value.
Yeah.
It's just when you about to take the value away, now it's like, oh, hey. No, I need the value still here.
That's some stuff.
Hey, real talk. Niggas want their cake and eat it too. I like that saying, but
man, that's some like.
Oh, 100%. You said if it was the reverse, you would see that more?
I would say
Tell us more.
I might see that more then.
Uh-huh.
But even then I probably still wouldn't be rolling.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think I mean and like most men,
mm-hmm.
and I'm not saying most, I'm saying 90s.
Okay.
90% of men know what they have in their woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they know.
Yeah.
They know she ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they know what they have. And so whether or not how they use that or deal with that or treat that, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they know it.
Yeah.
So it's not about them not knowing. It's about them not appreciating it.
100%.
What they have, but they know.
And my thing is like this same. It's hard to change it to the other side because men don't leave enough.
Men don't leave.
That's true.
Even when they should.
That is very true.
Or not
Because
no, maybe they should.
Because
maybe they should.
A lot of women don't. I ain't gonna say they don't see it because they see the value they got in the man, but they if they had a valuable man, and a lot of them do, and he chose to walk out the door, they'll be like, no, too.
Yeah,
it's socially
100%.
acceptable for a woman to leave.
It's not socially acceptable for a man to leave.
For true, I'm rolling with that. That I am rolling with.
Like
that I am rolling with.
Because if a man leaves, I don't care if he had every reason to leave, unless he was getting basically abused.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna find some. I feel that it's gonna get it some way pinned on the man.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I've experienced it.
Yeah,
and
I mean for real, keep it a buck.
And with that, it's like looking at it, like leaving was the best thing.
It was the best option,
and still, it can be looked at as like you should have left.
You should have stayed.
Yeah. I think the thing is
women get congratulated when they leave.
Hey, that's facts.
They get parties.
Hey, they get parties.
They get parties.
They throw divorce parties.
Yeah.
cake at work.
It's hilarious. Ain't real talk. But I think the thing is,
they leave that divorce party, go home and don't make you pass the door and start crying and falling down. When they shut that door, they sackcloth.
Hey, but sackcloth and ashes. Hey, but for men, it's like socially, it's said like you supposed to be stronger than that to stick around.
All right.
And it's like it has nothing to do with strength, though. You know what I'm saying? It has absolutely nothing to do with strength.
That's speaking full circle. It has everything to deal with your work.
Because they'll tell, I'm about to say, they'll
go full circle. It has everything to do with your work.
Yeah, because they'll
bring it full circle.
They'll tell a woman in a minute, like, value yourself enough to leave this situation.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
But can a man value himself to leave a situation?
Of course not, nigga. Your value was because of what the woman brings you.
Yeah, because she's the prize.
The woman brings your value,
Don't
Rece.
get me started on it.
The woman brings your value, Los.
Don't start on the prize.
Your wife bring your value, son.
You was you was not a valuable person till you got it.
Till you got your wife. Zero value, sucker.
That is incorrect. That's incorrect.
That's what they tell you.
That's what they tell you, bro.
And I love my wife dirty draws. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like now there are things that can be enhanced
100%
with another person.
Absolutely.
And I have been enhanced by my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about
but I have not, but she has not created my value.
Has she brought more value to you?
I believe she has.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, I believe she has.
Yeah.
But she was valuable before she got there.
Yeah.
There it
I was
is.
valuable before she got, and she was valuable before I came to her.
There it is.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like we both got this value.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but for me to be unvaluable and for waiting for someone to come and give me value that's an odd concept.
Right.
It is a very
because
odd concept.
I don't need someone acting as if they saved me.
Yeah. Facts. Real talk.
Like I was cool.
Yeah. Right.
I was like I was living life doing a lot by myself, handling, paying bills, living life cool.
Being an adult.
I wasn't struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
Yeah.
Happy, boy.
Like,
couple gray hairs wasn't there, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas got grays now.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like people are valuable and people should be valued.
Yeah.
And I'm saying people, not just man or woman.
100%.
A person should feel valuable by themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
In general.
And your value and your worth should never be tied to another person.
I'm rolling 100%.
Like
that.
Never.
Clap it up for that.
And if it is, it's something wrong.
100%.
Yeah.
So I don't want to give out the rhetoric that it's okay if you are. No,
it's not.
If it is, there's something wrong there because
and it runs deep.
That person, like I said, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if that person ceases to exist again, so they just take all their value with them.
Yeah, you're done for.
You're done.
Dunzo.
No, thank you.
I'm rolling.
I do not subscribe to that
at all. Right. Not even a little bit. All right, so let's switch gears, man. Let's go to one of our TikTok videos.
I like it.
I believe that Michelle Obama.
Let's see what
has some things to say. Hey, can I just say something real quick about Michelle Obama?
Okay.
Every time I hear her speak, it just seems like she got a hell of a lot of wisdom.
She does.
She got some wisdom, that woman.
It seems like
you know what I mean?
It's really rare for first of all, when Barack Obama when he speaks, he's like captivating to me.
Yeah, he's got a lot of charisma.
Yeah. And how your wife gonna have the same thing though?
Real talk.
She has that too.
Very charismatic people.
When she talks, I generally want to listen.
You want to listen
because they both charismatic. They're both highly intelligent,
100%,
and educated.
Highly,
and they're educated.
Yep.
But they still have the down to earthness.
100%.
That make you feel like you're talking to somebody you know.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, let's listen to
Let's
Lady Obama.
Marriage isn't 50-50 ever. There are times I'm 70, he's 30. There are times he's 60, 40. But guess what? 10 years, we've been married 30. I would take 10 bad years over 30. It's just how you look at it. And people give up. 5 years, I can't take it.
How
it was
do you
bad.
know?
You gotta know your person. Do you like him? You could be mad at him, but do you still look at him and go, I'm not happy with you, but I respect you. I don't agree with you, but you're still a kind, smart person. The feelings are gonna change over time. You're not gonna always be, so the minute that goes, people wanna give up on it. Marriage.
I'm rolling with all that.
She didn't say a bad word in there.
Not one. I was waiting for her to say something
She didn't
sideways.
say a bad word in there.
I was waiting for her to say something sideways. She didn't say nothing sideways. And you know what? When she said you have to like your person, I'm rolling with that.
Yeah.
Like, we got to be able to just genuinely like to be in each other's company to the point where we ain't even got to say words. We can just sit, cool out, ain't got to talk. It's just being in each other's company. It's like she said, like, you ain't always going to feel lovey-dovey. Like, it's just not realistic. You know what I mean? I think, unfortunately, entertainment has made some of us believe that's what love is and what it feels like. But it's just like, nah, once real life start hitting.
These movies where everything is some fallout thing every time.
Yeah.
It's just like you're watching that movie and you're seeing an occurrence. You don't see those two people on a regular Tuesday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real talk.
It's like, it's just different, man.
It is very different.
So she said to get to 30, like if this is the case, she would take 10 bad years to have 30 good years.
I'm rolling.
And I don't think us as people think that.
Yeah.
Because
we don't think long term.
We don't think we feel the moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we
and
make
the moment can be bad now.
It can be bad. We make life decisions off the moments.
Yeah.
Like,
in the moment,
it's
man.
bad right now. And a lot of times we don't think about what can we do to get this good.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like, what type of work can we put in?
Right.
And that's what she said. Like, I got to look at this and be like, it's bad right now, but I like this person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This person is, I know that despite this moment, I know this person.
Right.
I know this person loves me.
You know they care.
I know the person cares for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know this person is kind, smart. I know all of those things about this person. And guess what? Just because it's a bad moment doesn't change the person.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think we look at that. We feel like, this is the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling this. I'm in my feelings. This been going on for 2 months.
Yeah.
I think
it's been going on for a year.
Yeah.
I think
and you forget about everything.
Hey, real talk.
I think the important thing to understand is a moment is a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it doesn't have to be your existence. You know what I'm saying? So if we live in that moment, then we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, like you look at, like, you have 6 good months, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a moment, right? Just because you have this moment doesn't mean you can't have 6 more good years or good months.
Right.
It's just right now in this moment, things are rough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's work time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like you have to do the work.
Yeah.
And listen, like, and get it. Cause I can picture somebody listening to this and be like, "How y'all saying this now?" You know,
that's
like,
why we're saying.
That's why
this
we
now.
can say it now, because we, you know, I got caught on the other side of it.
Like, literally, that's why we're saying it.
Where we allow, you allow moments to define it.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and you know, and life happens, but when you look back on things, you know, you like, man, like it makes you even understand more what she's saying.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
like life happens, moments happen, and you just be like, in your mind, you like, this is how it's always going to be.
Yeah.
And in some cases, it may be that way.
Yeah.
But in most cases, most people bow out way quicker than what they should.
100%.
Because, you know, we're a quick society.
Yeah.
And if it don't feel good, society tells you, if it don't feel good, bounce.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Follow your emotions.
100%.
Instead of saying, hey, if it don't feel good right now, that's okay. Feel that.
Yeah.
Understand that emotion.
Yeah.
Be present with that emotion.
Nobody said ignore stuff.
Right. 100%.
But that doesn't mean that it should be stopped.
Yeah.
And get out or go because the emotion that you feel.
Yeah.
You know, and I think we all make too many emotional decisions now.
100%.
And people want stuff to be easy, bro. Like people people want stuff to be easy breezy, man. But that's just not reality, man. It's not reality.
When life start lifing.
And like I said, man, like I don't know. It's so many things that can come into play, and that's thrown at a relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I would just say there are so many things that thrown at friendships.
Yeah.
There are things that have been thrown at our friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so much life has happened.
Mm-hmm.
And all those things that we've been through have ran the potential of lessening our friendship.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but we persevered and we still cool to this day.
Yeah.
In relationships, there are so many things that be thrown at y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it may not be a typical thing. It may be something like a spouse's parents pass away.
Hey, facts. It
know
ain't even
what
got to
I'm
be
saying?
beef between y'all two.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it could be a job loss. It could be just problems at the job. Like it could be so many things that come up against y'all.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I had
That's
seen
real.
this post with one dude. He was on some talk show, whatever. He was just like, he had been married, I think, for like, he said 26 years or something. And he was like, people misunderstand that this is work.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, we work at loving each other. We work at being kind to each other. We work at learning how to pleasure this person. We work at intimacy. Like he like, we're together for 26 years because we put the work in to get there. He's like, it ain't. He said sometimes it's easy, most of the time it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said, and every day she got to die to herself and I got to die to myself and do stuff I don't feel like doing.
That's real.
And put the work in because I love this person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people just like, it's a misconception that like, 'cause, you know, I know y'all probably heard people say like, if it's meant to be, it shouldn't be hard.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard of.
And hard doesn't necessarily mean excruciating.
Yeah.
It just means work.
Like it should just, it should just flow.
Yeah.
If it's like, and I think about everything
Don't
else.
flow with somebody else.
Nope.
like if you want to just flow that, like go ahead.
Well, I think you hear all the time today though, like when people are like dating in relationships, like it's just a good vibe. People are looking for vibes now, but it's like
They're
once the
looking for
vibe
moments.
is over,
That's
Yeah.
a moment in
you know,
time.
The vibe is a moment.
Once the vibe is over,
I mean, because my thing is they only apply that to relationship.
yeah, mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
anybody that's been great at anything had to put work in.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't easy.
Right.
Jordan is the greatest basketball player to ever touch a basketball. He told and Kobe, even Bryant, and they all talk about how much work they put in,
Mm-hmm.
how excruciating that schedule is sometimes for them to be that great. And all three of them have natural basketball ability.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And it's crazy. Just just the comment like with the Kobe thing. It was talking about it's a kind of popular clip, but it was talking about how people saying about Kobe. He's taking all the shots and he's hogging the ball, and Kobe was like, "Man, I go to practice every day with these people, and I see the work they put in.
Right.
Like I see them leaving early. I see them, slacking off, in the gym.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm there for hours putting my work in. No, I'm not gonna pass the ball because they're not putting the work in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's real.
So it's just like if you don't put the work in, then it's like there are things that are gonna come with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like your relationship, your friendships, your job, whatever it is, it's going to show the amount of work you putting in.
Mm-hmm.
And like Michelle was saying, like Michelle Obama was saying, and she was like, that work ain't gonna always be this 50-50 picture that we try to paint.
Right.
That 50-50 stuff.
Well, 50-50 is a lie anyway.
Yeah, she like sometimes he gonna be 70 and I'm gonna be 30.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm gonna be 60 and he gonna be 40.
Right.
50-50 is probably one of the most like wide range of like
because like my
misconception type of thing.
My job ain't to say, okay, I'm putting in 50, you only putting in 30, so I guess it's going to be a 20% gap until you get it together.
Yeah.
My job is to meet you where you at.
Yeah, for real. And most people only have that saying when it comes to finances anyway.
Yeah.
They ain't thinking about the rest of it.
Well, I mean, roles, gender roles.
Yeah.
People say stuff like that.
Like, 50-50 this, 50-50 that. But it's like, there are going to be times where it's, you know what I'm saying? So when the times come up that it's not 50-50, then I'm doing more and you're doing less. It's like, it's like, I get it. Like, but it shouldn't be looked at as wrong if we're both doing us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
Like, I understand that people want things to be equal and things like that, but reality check, man, stuff is not going to be equal.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. As you go through the ups and downs in life, it's literally what it is, ups and downs. You know, the seesaw goes back and forth in your relationships.
That's gonna happen,
and that's with anybody. You know, it made me think about something somebody told me. They was like, when the Michelle Obama was saying, like, you got to know your person, you got to know they character, they kind, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But somebody was telling me they was just like, how much they look at like my character personally, and so they was just like, you're gonna be who you are without me around. You're just gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? If you're a good person, you're gonna be a good person. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't a cheater, if you ain't an abuser, if you are a person who does work, like even like we were using the example of like LeBron and Kobe and Jordan. Like when nobody's around, they still doing it work on themselves.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes back to, like doing the work on yourself. You know what I mean? So when your other teammates in that example, and then in a relationship example, like your spouse, your friends, when they, you know what I'm saying, are slacking, you can pick up the slack.
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
You know, and
like
I saw this video and it's talking about
with teammates.
Exactly.
You know, dude was like, hey, you know, you want to see who your friends are, stop calling people for 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
why would I do that though?
Like, it's like, for what?
Like, what am I? What
like,
is that
people
to prove?
have this thing about like I don't know. It's just like a mind state. Like, why would you stop calling people for 2 months just to see who you are, like who your friends are?
Right.
Everything is a test,
or you can just have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like if you're doubting somebody in that way, I don't need to test you. I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
and if I gotta put you through a 2 month like hiatus, then first of all, I'm gonna get used to not talking to you anyway.
Right.
So I'm not gonna try to welcome you back. That's weird. Bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't stop calling. They ain't reach out. Like nah.
It's
I'm
petty.
I'm gonna have a conversation because a lot of relationships have been ended over petty things like that.
Right.
Very much so.
You know,
super petty.
Cause I've been guilty of, like, I had a cousin, like, and we was cool, like, grew up with him, was always down there in my uncle's house and all that type of stuff, and you know, it always felt like we was going down there, making the effort to go see them, kick it with them.
Yeah.
So naturally, you're like, man, I ain't gonna make the effort no more, and if they don't make it, then cool. And our relationship ain't as close as what it used to be. When now that, but I'm at the age now where I can look back and say, I should have had a conversation.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, you know what, man? I love kicking with you, man. You my cousin. Like you one of my favorite cousins. But it feel like if I don't hit you up or holler at you, that we don't ever kick it or anything like that, man. And I would love for you to kind of take some initiative in this as well.
Yeah.
It's called healthy. It's called having a healthy relationship.
Right.
It's called doing the work.
Because sometimes people are just
saying?
used to you taking the first, making the moves.
Yeah.
And they get so used to that it's not because they don't want to be
fall
around.
back.
They fall back. So then
naturally, though,
when
like,
you fall,
like they trying.
when you fall back, they just feel like you got a problem now.
Yeah.
Because there's no communication.
Real talk, boy.
Like it.
I like that. Michelle Obama.
Shout out to Michelle. Shout out to Miss
First
Lady Obama.
Shout out. Like it. Cut the claps off too early.
Oh, well, she got a little clap.
Right.
Wasn't no ovation. Wasn't what you should have got. You know what I'm saying?
We gave it to her in the beginning. Maybe. All right, let's go to this next video.
All right, let's hear this.
See if we can get into some more combo.
If she's going out, it's a deal breaker for me.
Huge red flag.
That for me, it's a deal breaker.
I totally agree.
Why is that a deal breaker? Is it because it makes you insecure?
It has nothing to do with insecurity. It's
What
just
is it?
this is a dream world hypothetical scenario. Girls really don't be hitting up guys like this. Would you be okay with your long-term monogamous partner going to a nightclub, bar, or party type environment where throughout the course of the night he's going to get approached, flirted with, and sexually pursued by numerous attractive women, some of which are more attractive than you and could potentially be a better partner than you, and these women are buying him drinks, getting him drunk, and enthusiastically want to sleep with him that night and steal him away from you? You're going to tell me you'd be okay with that?
No, not with that. Definitely no.
So you can see how this can be a little contradictory because none of you would be okay with it, right? But then you say guys should be okay with girls going out all the time.
If she
Hey, why did they respond so quickly?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
absolutely not.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, flipping some stuff, man, just makes people kind of open their eyes a little bit.
Oh man,
And I think to clear this up, because I can picture like it's all the time.
Yeah,
It's not saying going out once a week, a couple times a month, whatever.
yeah,
It's talking about every Friday night you gotta be somebody's bar,
right.
kicking it, and like somebody's nightclub dancing and stuff like that.
On a good old Tuesday night, you
Yeah.
you down in the club.
Yeah,
it's
because
like
that's a deal breaker.
like that's your thing.
Yeah.
Like you're known for that. Like like they know you by name at the club.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I'm
real
straight.
talk. Yeah,
I'm straight.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. If it's a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker.
Now, let me ask you this, because you know you got we in our most of us ain't quite 40 yet, but we're in the age group of like two-stepping or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say like you got a lady and that's what she's a stepper. So let's say she's a stepper. You know, every Tuesday before she met you, he was going stepping.
Yeah.
You know, and when she's stepping, of course, stepping is you gonna dance with dudes. Dudes gonna buy you drinks and all that type of stuff. Is she supposed to not go as often now that she's with you, or is that something you're supposed to join her on, or how does that play out at that point?
I honestly think that would have to be something we would talk about before we even like really get serious.
So let's say y'all had to talk, and she's like, "This is what I like." What is your expectation with the talk? Is your expectation like, "We here now. I don't want you doing that," or dial back? Like, what's your thoughts around it?
Me personally, my thoughts would be, hey, you know, I'm not really feeling this. Like, I'm not really feeling dancing with dudes. I'll, you know, dance with dudes and them buying you drinks and like just that kind of culture of, you know, two-stepping. And so that's not something that I would want you doing by yourself. I'm more than happy to, you know, go along with you and like do stuff like that. But that's just not a culture that I would be comfortable with you with doing by yourself.
Yeah, and I would add too, like when you get into a relationship, you got to make adjustments.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you're inviting someone into your life and vice versa, adjustments have to be made. You have to make room. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is. Like if you don't have room to invite somebody into your life and vice versa, then you probably shouldn't get into anything serious, and that's okay.
And some of those
you know what I'm saying?
Like they ain't just you know 2 feet apart. You know what I'm saying?
No, they
Yeah, so it's just like
a little sensual. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't be comfortable with that. Like, and that's me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking anybody who's comfortable with that, blah, blah. I'm saying I can't be comfortable with that. And last thing I want to do is see my significant other on some Facebook, on pictures of her being like danced on by another dude.
And she like, I'm just stepping. We just stepping.
My
thing was like,
stepping in a minute.
A-Town stomping.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I think my take would probably just be, I don't want to cut out something you love completely.
Yeah.
So, but at this point,
I'm not saying cut it out.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, maybe dial it back. You don't need to be there every week or something like that.
Right.
Because you're, and here's the reason why I say like, because it's a little different if I can step. I can't.
Yeah.
So either I'm gonna have to go learn how to give a step on.
Yeah.
You know, or so I can make sure that you're enjoying this, or I'm gonna have to let you go.
So would it be okay? Yeah, sometimes that. Or would you just go with her and then, you might just cool out, have a drink at the bar.
I don't want to see it.
And then, she can dance.
I don't want to see it.
Yeah, like my parents are steppers. And they used to go, and my mom wouldn't mind like my daddy going to get a lady and dance with her and vice versa. But it was a respect.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the thing. It's like
I don't trust. That's just me.
Yeah.
Now it's times where dudes that came and asked. I remember my daddy, dragged somebody across the table. But
hey, that's hilarious.
Because,
would you let your lady dance? Like, you don't dance, it ain't your thing. But what if she like enjoy dancing?
I mean, if she enjoyed dancing and I'm there, and like and then she say like, hey, if she know the dude or something like that, like it has to be respectful.
Yeah,
because I've seen two-stepper not be sensual.
100%.
So it's a way to do it and it not be a sensual dance.
I would say most people I've seen two-stepping is not sensual.
Like, people were two-stepping at your mom's birthday.
Yeah,
and there was literally
at all.
nothing sensual about it at all. So it's a thing where I wouldn't necessarily have a problem with it because that's something she enjoys doing. It's something that I can't necessarily enjoy with her because I can't dance.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to rob her from that.
Sure.
Something, but it just has to be some boundaries with it.
Yeah, 100%.
And long as those boundaries are respected, I'm cool. You start crossing those boundaries, now we got to have another conversation.
I feel you.
Lo said, I ain't having that shit.
I'm not. I'm just. Stuff.
He said, I ain't having it. Just say it.
I'm not.
You ain't having that shit.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, man. Like, I don't like dudes, man. I really don't. I don't mess with them, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. And so it's like, I feel like it's something I don't like happen. I'm going to feel like, see, I told myself that. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like I may overcompensate. Because I already said
body slam,
you know
oh
what I'm
boy.
saying? So, I don't know.
I mean, you got to know yourself.
Them out of jail.
You got to know yourself.
100%. You do got to know yourself.
Well, I'm not trying to be something like, it would be a conversation. Like, I'm not one of those. You know what I'm saying? It would be a conversation. And I'll be, so. And like I said, if it's somebody she knows, but like, just some random guy, hey, guys, can't you want to dance?
Like I said, I probably would just let her go, but without me, unless she asked me.
Because you don't want to just be there and see it.
I mean, I don't even care necessarily about seeing that she dance because it's not. I'm not a jealous. I ain't saying Los is jealous.
Yeah,
it's just not my it doesn't aggravate me in that type of way.
Jealous don't bother me.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to.
I could be a very jealous person. I ain't gonna even front you.
But that's fair.
I'm just saying. Like I don't get aggravated by those type of things.
Yeah,
and probably because, like I said, I've seen it with my parents. Like I've been out with them and seen it happen.
Yeah.
So it's like, so I can see it. I've seen it happen in an innocent way that makes me know that it could be innocent.
100%.
But for me, I just wouldn't want to sit there all night. Me, like, at this point in life, I'm like, I'm gonna get out there.
Yeah.
I might embarrass you or whatever.
It don't matter. Yeah. It is what it is.
I'm trying to have a good time.
100%.
Like, I'm just like, come on, baby, teach me.
You seen it at my mom's party. Yeah. I was dancing. Didn't give a damn.
Like, it is at that point now. Like, I know I don't have rhythm. It is what it is. Yeah. I ain't got it at 40 years. It ain't coming. I'm enjoying my life. I'm going to enjoy my life.
Hey, you can shrug your shoulders a little bit.
Yeah, I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? I can rock side to side.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I can do, you know what I mean? But
that's the thing.
It is at that point, like, it's cool. And because there's going to be other things I probably enjoy doing that she might not necessarily want to go along with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For true.
And so we both just have to have the communication, in my opinion, and the boundary set.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, I know you used to go every Tuesday. Can we dial that back to like once a month?
Yeah.
Because I can't have you out here looking single and you not.
100%. And that's fair.
And vice
that's
versa.
A whole
that is
thing.
definitely fair.
It's like, that's a whole nother thing. Like looking like you're single when you're out.
Yeah.
Like, that's a whole nother thing.
1,000%.
And that's something like you really have to be mindful of.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm out every weekend, and I'm going to the same place and I'm chilling, it's like, you probably may have a ring on your finger.
But like, you on the scene, like,
Yeah, like you look single to the mud.
Hey,
like,
yeah, that's real.
So yeah,
that's real.
So I mean, like, but it's funny how like the girls on that video, which were like, no, that's not okay. But then he's like, but y'all would think, like, then they like, well, yeah.
And then they was quick toss around the insecure word.
Yeah.
I don't think they realized what they were saying, honestly. I really don't. I don't think they realized what they were saying.
Because just because a man or even a woman don't want their significant other doing something that brings them attention from the opposite doesn't make that person insecure.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Because the question begins to be like, if you're going out every weekend, why?
Yeah.
100%. What are you still like? What did that life bring you that you still holding on to it so much?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
very fair question.
100%.
Because, like B said, whenever you get in a relationship, there's some things that you gotta let go of.
Yeah.
Fun things.
Yeah.
That you enjoyed that just are no longer beneficial to the relationship.
There's times where I've been out till 3 or 4 in the morning, kicking it.
Yeah.
Having a good time. Not even out here bad though.
Yeah.
Just having a good time.
Just sitting around talking and laughing, having a drink.
You know what? That's not my life anymore.
Had to end. Yeah. Adjustments had to be
not
made.
My life
right. It's not my life.
And that's okay.
And I'm okay with that.
100%.
Now, if I had a problem giving it up, like the question about what I'm doing with my significant other.
Yeah.
Like, should I really be attached to this person if I'm loving staying out till 4 or 5 in the morning?
I don't want to do that anymore anyway. Good God.
Yeah, but sometimes you're going to give us stuff and you be like, man, I miss doing that sometimes.
Yeah, and it's okay
or you might be at home and be like, man, I really wish I was out with the homies right now.
Sure.
You're going to have that. That doesn't mean I don't want to be here or I value that more than you.
Yeah.
That's just a fleeting emotion.
And we're not going to be out till 3 and 4 in the morning either. Those days are long gone.
Y'all can have that.
Yeah, I'm cool.
I was dozing at the thing last
It'd be a cool midnight, and I'd be like, sure.
Hey, listen.
That was during the day.
Once midnight hit, it'd be like, hey.
I'm trying to watch the game and I was dozing.
Bruh,
yeah,
listen.
I'm so old now.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
I do. I don't have no problem.
Be on some chill, man.
Absolutely.
I'll go home and light a candle and turn on the fireplace and fix a drink and cool out.
For real. I'm good.
I like it. I got books to read. You know,
bruh. Trying to out here better myself.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
These 23 books.
Man.
I can't be out here at the club. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's real.
I really got to speed my reading up if I'm gonna make this quote. I'm like, that's like 2 books a month. I gotta step it up.
Boy, you got to get on it.
I got, like I said, I'm working on 2. So I'm doing it, man. I'm trying to do it, man. But yeah, man. So let's talk about self-sabotaging. Let's talk about self-sabotaging. Let's talk about doing something that works against your own self. It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But it happens.
It absolutely happens.
And I want to talk about 5 ways that we can find that people do as self-sabotaging.
Okay.
All
right. Let's jump right into it. First one. Thinking things are worse than they really are.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilt.
And I'm not saying guilty. I'm not saying you. I'm saying guilty too. Me guilty.
Everything is worse than what it is in my opinion. Like I am so horrible at that.
That is hilarious.
I'm talking about bad at it. Yeah. I can write a book about it.
Listen, you cannot if we talk at a certain time or if I call when I leave work and you normally answer.
Oh my God.
And then I call this time and you don't answer and then it's 5 or 10 minutes that have went between this call back.
Yeah.
My mind has constructed a whole thing that I must have done wrong. To, man, what did I say earlier when we were talking? What did I do? It's a whole.
That's
did I not say
hilarious.
bye this morning?
It's what happened?
Is that self-sabotage or have we been conditioned?
It's you have been conditioned.
It's a fair question.
But I think you self-sabotage is the way you act
100%
when the call finally comes.
It's how you act.
Yeah, because it's Rich, hey, you can't, man. It's a lot you can't do with me. I'm thinking of worse. I'm talking about you put okay, and you usually put OKAY.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like, so you don't got time now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't put that AY in that bit.
Listen,
Hey, that's funny, man.
what I'm saying is like, and you're right. It couldn't be. You know, it is some self-sabotaging things are conditioned, but it's the way that we go about it after that condition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I may feel like the ultimate thing is I'm always feeling like I'm doing something wrong.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And you react out of that emotion.
Yeah, so I'm reacting out of the deeper thing is I feel like I keep messing up. And then there is evidence out there that I feel that, okay, I messed up here. And this is why I'm getting this reaction. And now I feel like I deserve this reaction. Now I feel like I don't deserve this relationship. Now I feel like I don't deserve this relationship. And now I feel like things are close to being over with.
And you're gonna start.
There's a trickle down effect.
You're gonna start acting because you're gonna
start withdrawing.
You don't get that call back, and now you're thinking all these things. You know, it ain't always like, oh, she out cheating or anything like that.
100%.
It's just like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
You internalize it to you. Like,
100%.
what did I do? So then when she called back and you realize you didn't do nothing, now you frustrated with yourself because you thought this, but now that frustration comes across to her.
You can't turn that off. Like, you can't turn it off.
Because you're irritated now. And then when she got back, when you're like, oh, sure, I left my phone in the car. You're like, Mom is sitting here thinking about this like I done something wrong. For 30 minutes and your phone was just in the car.
Mad at yourself.
Now you mad at yourself, but that frustration is coming across to her.
Yeah,
She's like, well, what's wrong with you? What's up? And you like,
I'm good.
You trying to act like you cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm straight.
But now you're a little standoffish.
Yeah.
And now she's wondering what she did wrong.
And why is it so hard to just say, hey, you know what? You responded in a way that just felt different, and I felt like I did something wrong.
Pride is a terrible thing. Pride is a terrible
Because it sounds
thing.
simple.
It is. Oh, it's definitely not. That
It like sounds simple. Like,
But
hey,
you don't want to come across like petty, like that.
like you tripping off something.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, I'm good. Ain't nobody worried about you.
right.
Whole time, whole time though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but that is why I asked that though. Like, is a condition because
your little phone.
You know what I'm saying? I would say even like coming up as kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes our parents gave an overreaction. You know what I'm saying? And so then you start to compensate.
I think that's where it stems from. It's like from childhood for the most part. It's when you reached out for something in childhood, didn't get it, and the reaction didn't go the right way.
Yeah.
So now when it's that gap, you feel like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're used to it. When it's a gap, that means you did something wrong.
Yeah.
If somebody's not responding to you, it's like last time I didn't get responded to.
Yeah.
Or when I didn't get responded to growing up, this was the case.
Yeah.
So now you paint that picture to be every other bad scenario that's happened to you in life, and it's not that.
Yeah.
And it sucks when, like, you know, I'm the type of person, man, it's like, I pay attention to stuff, I notice everything, and it's just like, I can interpret things. You know what I'm saying?
Everything's a setup to Los.
Literally everything.
Listen, man, everything is a setup to proving otherwise. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not okay about that. Like, I'm not saying like, I'm bad like this. I hate that I'm like that.
Hey, that's hilarious.
But I truly believe everything is a setup. You know what I'm saying? So when a person is doing something that I feel like is a little off, in my mind, my mind is like racing to try to figure out why it's off.
Yeah.
And I can't come to anything. I'm like, now I did something to throw that off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When something could just be different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But stuff is just, you know, it's just like it doesn't have to be what you think it is.
Yeah.
I always think, because you just always think it's you. Like, for me, I always just think it's me.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't happening, or this ain't going this way. This is different. And I began to basically overthink things.
Yeah. Internalize everything.
And you like,
literally internalize everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And you make it, then like you said, like so. Number one would say you consistently make things bigger than what they are, because it could just be a small thing.
Yeah.
But your trauma,
yeah,
in life makes this small minute thing seem humongous. And now you done came up with this whole scenario because you're trying to get some understanding of this small thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a rabbit hole.
Well,
very much a rabbit hole. All right, that's the first one. That was a doozy. That first one was a doozy. What the rest of these are too. But, all right. Thinking you don't deserve to be happy or to be in a successful relationship.
Guilty.
Definitely
guilty.
Reason not guilty on that. You said
no.
Okay. Man, okay, so here's the thing. And I'm gonna speak for me. I don't know about y'all's situation. But coming from my situation of being divorced, I told myself, hey, got what you got. It didn't work out. You messed up. You're done. You know what I'm saying?
You're done.
Like, you're done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You don't get happiness. You don't get someone good.
You missed your chance.
Like, you missed your chance. It's over with. The rest of your life is just a bland type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I did not deserve to be happy in a relationship because I was a contributor in failing in my past relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
And then so if you go back to the first thing we said, when things do start coming up, I start telling myself I don't deserve this anyway.
Yeah. Damn.
So it's like,
hey, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
So it's like not only am I telling myself that, you know, this is going wrong. When that starts happening, I tell myself, you don't you don't deserve this. You won't borrow time anyway. You're playing with house money. Like, bro, like this could be over with.
It's a contributor.
Yeah.
To the self-sabotage, which is wild.
Because I often fight the fact it's like when good things happen, it's I don't deserve this because of all the bad things I've done in life.
See, that's my thing.
The bad decisions I've made, the mistakes I've made.
Yep.
I don't deserve any of these doors that the Lord is opening, or a woman to love me properly. I don't deserve any of that. Yeah. Look at all the wrong things I did. Look at the good women I've done wrong. So why should I even have a chance of a good woman loving me right? Right? Yeah. I think like that. So then, but it's vice versa. It's like when bad things happen, I deserve it.
Hey, I feel that.
Like,
real talk. I feel that.
That's a real.
Damn, we really are like in a lot of ways.
It's like I deserve this bad thing happen. This is falling apart. That's how it should be because I deserve it.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah, it's always a feeling of I'm not good enough.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen.
Dang.
And it's
only a matter of time.
It doesn't allow me to.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It doesn't allow me to enjoy the moment a lot of times because it's like. I mean, I said this like a couple of weeks ago. Like things are going great. And I'm like, and then as soon as I thought that, I'm like, that must mean something bad is on the way.
Yeah. Hey, that's crazy too. It's such a fatalistic mentality.
Yeah,
it's just really fatalistic. You know what I mean? And that'll drive you crazy.
Because instead of sitting here having a gratitude, for everything good that's happening. You can't focus here and be grateful for what's happening because you're too busy on the outlook for what's bad is about to come.
Facts.
Yeah.
And essentially, all the bad you're thinking is going to come, you end up in a sense making it happen. Yeah. Self-sabotaging.
You start looking for it.
Because you start looking for it.
You start looking for it.
So when something is little, that's really probably not bad, you think worse, like number one.
Yeah.
You think worse about it, and then you like, there it is.
Yeah.
Let me blow it up.
Start putting a magnifying glass on
magnifying it. And then you tell yourself, I knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew it.
Yep.
I knew it couldn't last this long.
You don't deserve it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You think you don't deserve it. So it's like, and when you think you don't deserve something, that's going to keep you from working hard to fix things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because you feel like you don't deserve it anyway. So you can only work so much. It's like, you know what? Like it's going to eventually blow up on me.
Yeah,
anyway.
I may as well just do me.
Because and oftentimes I feel like we profess that God is good, but we really feel like He's good to everybody else and not us.
Mm-hmm. Hey, real talk.
Yeah,
real talk.
God is good to Los. God is good to B.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deserve for you to be good to me, God.
Yeah, which is wild. Spitting in God's face like that is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But that's how we act.
And it is how we
that's
act.
how we think.
Because we have this. Because there is a underlining fact, and that fact is we have done wrong things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so, no matter what you do, you can't change that fact.
Mm-hmm.
And since I can't change that fact, I'm going to I'm going to penalize myself for those wrongs.
Yeah.
And we penalize ourselves for it because we think like even when somebody tries to bless us, speak highly of us,
mm-hmm.
in our mind, definitely in my mind, I speak for me, it's like, oh yeah, you think so? You think this way about me because you really don't know all the things I've done.
Yeah. Hey, that's facts.
If you knew some of the things, if you knew everything I've done, or if you knew some of the thoughts that I battle, if you knew these things, you wouldn't think as highly of me as you're trying, as you do right now.
Right.
When the fact of the matter is, you probably would.
Yeah.
But in our mind, it's like, if they knew this, they still wouldn't love me.
Yeah.
If they knew this, they still wouldn't put me, think of me highly and think that I'm this great guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, keep people from really knowing us.
Yep.
Because it's like, and that's the thing, kind of going back a little bit to what Michelle Obama was saying. It's like, sometimes we want to shine the good light on things. That happens like early in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything is hunky-dory, fine, sun shining, everything.
I hate it.
I love it. But because the light's on it, you know what I'm saying? But every time you shine a flashlight on something, there are some shadows.
Right.
And in those shadows, it's like I said, you shine a light on one thing, but there's a complete person.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And being a complete person, there are going to be some things that you may dislike about that person.
Absolutely.
There ain't gonna be maybe some things there is.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to have some ways about them. They're going to have some things they're going to have to do. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand that they are a whole person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we just want to take that good part.
Yeah. 100%.
And I mean, and oftentimes, really, other people, some are able to separate who we are from what we've done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, it's us as a person that's not able to separate what we've done from who we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Because we know the infraction. We know the infraction. We know how the magnitude of that infraction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and it's hard for me. Sometimes it's hard for me to even think about. It's like just knowing that my actions help cause the diversion of two people.
Yeah, yeah, that's
you
real.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And two lives that have been altered.
Right.
And it's like I was a contributing factor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who cares if you weren't the only way? It don't matter about that.
Don't matter.
Like I played a role.
And even if I played a role most of the time, like sometimes even if I feel like I played the minute role in my mind, I played the major role.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I put it on myself, and I feel like if I could have been better, this friendship would have worked. This relationship would have worked. Forget all the other stuff that person did, that my homie did, all that. If I could have been better, this job could have worked.
Yeah.
If I could have been better, this thing could have worked out for the organization. Like, you put the weight all on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when stuff start falling apart, you just like, this is how it's supposed to be. So let's just go ahead and get it over with.
Hey, real talk, in a sense, we depreciate our own value.
Yeah.
In our minds.
Let me walk away now.
Yeah, real talk.
You know,
let me hurt them before they hurt me.
It's like going to a car dealership, you know, trying to sell your car back. They say, I give you $15,000 for it. Nah, man, it's really worth it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who would do that?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to get over on you.
We do that to people.
Hey, look, man.
Hey, real talk,
you know, it's a little tear on the seat right here.
Yeah,
man.
Start pointing out all the
we do that to people.
Did you see that before you?
Yeah.
That's
you know
hilarious.
what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we think we don't deserve this, man, but we have to stop self-sabotaging.
Mm-hmm.
We stop having to try to say what we don't deserve because of the things that we've done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that was a doozy, too.
It was.
And these first two are kind of,
losers.
But, okay, this third one. Putting the shortcomings of your ex onto your current significant other. Now, this is something I'm not guilty of, but I can see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not guilty of it in this present relationship. I've been guilty of it in previous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like I said, I think, just like I said, there has been some evolution that has happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can say myself, like, I have been guilty of that too.
Uh-huh.
On some stuff to like, and it's like, you know, you doing this right here, and it's kind of like what this person
It reminds
did.
me of this. So since it reminds me of this, then you become this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You become that person.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that person becomes that significant other that you're comparing them to. And then at that moment, they can't do anything right because they're doing it because they have been like you have turned them into a whole different person.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And now you like this person. I'm comparing you to what my ex did, and my ex hurt me in X, Y, and Z ways.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing some things that remind me of that. So now I'm looking at you like you're them.
Right.
So now what I naturally do unconsciously is going to protect mode.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That I can't, because I don't want to feel what that person made me feel.
Right.
Yeah.
And now that you're doing something similar to that, I don't want to revisit those feelings. So now I got to protect myself from making those feelings, and that's going to lead to self-sabotage.
And it could be something that just look like it, but it ain't it.
But ain't it? That's,
you know what
and
I'm
honestly,
saying?
but that's what it is.
You
most of the
convinced
time.
yourself
Hey, let me
that
keep
is
it a
that.
buck.
You
let
know
me
what I
keep
mean?
it a buck. And I'm just over here thinking. I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Currently.
Revelation.
I just had to listen. I was over here thinking like it's funny how stuff pop in your mind.
Right. I had to think about it
it's
for
like,
a second.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you how it is.
Uh-huh.
When in a past relationship, there was a lot of shutting down.
Okay.
And that shutting down, it became to a point to where it really affected. There's a lot going on with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really sensitive when somebody's shutting down or going quiet on me. In my current relationship, when that happens, I'm very sensitive to that from something else. And so I'm not necessarily saying that they're that person, but I have I don't know if this is the same thing, but I have a previous thing from that that still affects me now.
Yeah.
So anytime there's like a time where, we're not talking or, you know, like we're kind of beefing and stuff, I handle that worse than probably a typical person because I have some personal things that still hits on.
Yeah. So she just feels the residual.
Moments.
You know, there's still residual there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not saying that she's that person.
Right.
I'm saying what this other person did.
The feeling.
The feeling takes me back to a feeling that really hurt.
Right.
And so I'm experiencing that hurt. It's painful, and it's very detrimental to like me being amped to come out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I used to try to come out of it, it was met negatively.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
So yeah.
Definitely.
So I don't know if that's the exact same, but that's kind of what.
It's in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's definitely in the neighborhood.
Definitely in the neighborhood.
100%. Mm-hmm.
All right. It wasn't that bad.
That's because we wasn't like uber guilty.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was good. I'm cool. Yeah.
Niggas trying to say, nah, I'm good on that one. Nah.
All right, next one. Yeah, nah. All right, next one. Not trying. Not being the type of mate you're capable of being for a particular reason. So let's just say that
I'm guilty of that at times.
Just to say the person is being short with you or shutting down, or y'all been kind of going through some stuff, right? And you and everything is telling you, hey, you know, you see these flowers that she would really love. Go get those flowers and send it to her. Nah, I'll be beefing. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? You normally make her coffee in the morning, but since y'all are beefing or there's something going on, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
For that particular. You know what I'm saying? So it's like letting things affect how you really are or want to be in a relationship.
So being petty.
It's kind of deeper in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like Los. I think I want to say Los called me out on this one time. Like because it was something I think I was complaining about in the relationship. Like I was like, he's like, Barish, you can do that. Like you're very capable of being that person that she's asking you to be.
Yeah.
I think I do remember something like that.
It does sound familiar.
And I was like, nigga, first of all, I know I am. I don't want to be right now.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, that does sound very familiar.
Yeah. And I can't remember exactly what it was. But he was just like, I know you. And like, he's like, you're capable of being that. You everything that you can be that.
Yeah.
And I asked him like, man, dang, I can, you know. But I was literally fighting against myself.
Yeah.
To be that person because I'm like, to be that person, I had to take myself to a vulnerable place.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be that person.
Yep.
Yeah.
And vulnerable was scary. Because of everything else. So I would rather, in a sense, almost lose a person that I truly care about and love instead of embrace the vulnerability that it took to make things work.
Yeah.
Which will bring y'all closer.
Right. Yeah. Which essentially is self-sabotage because rather than allow myself to be vulnerable and connect with you, I'd rather protect myself.
Yeah.
Because vulnerability for me equals hurt.
And I'm going to tell you, the quickest way to the biggest detriment of a relationship, preservation of self.
Facts.
That is the biggest detriment to relationship.
Facts, Kellerman.
when you are focused on you and focus on everything about, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to be this. I gotta save face. I gotta do this. I gotta protect myself.
Yeah.
Then you have done nothing for y'all. Everything is for you. You know what I'm saying? And so there is a like Rece said, the level of vulnerability that does take is at a high level. So I'm not gonna act like it's not a high level. That is a very high level of vulnerability because you're saying that I need to hold this person's hand even when we ain't talked the whole car ride. You know what I'm saying? It's like for me to reach over and grab your hand, that's God.
Yeah.
It may not seem like it, It may not seem like it because it's such a small thing, but internally, I've been battling for the last 15 minutes of this car ride to hold your hand. But it takes a level of vulnerability because I've said to myself, hey, we're not on the best terms right now. I'm okay if I grab her hand and she reaches back.
Yeah. And on the flip, which is the crazy part, if you reach and then get rejected.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you
and
still,
that's the fear of reaching.
Yeah. But you still have to continue to operate in a high vulnerable level. Right. That's the hard part.
That's the hard part.
Because
that 15 minutes that you're fighting, you're fighting because you're like, what is her reaction?
Yeah. And you can't be worried about
I want to reach
their
for
reaction.
her.
Yeah.
But if I reach for her and pull back, that's going to be damaging to me.
Yeah.
So to preserve the damage to myself, I don't reach.
Yeah.
Or if I'm hurt, and or something she did or said hurt, the vulnerability it takes to say, you hurt me.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you like, if I tell her this, and her reaction is not the comforting,
right.
now I'm damaged.
Yeah.
And it's like, now I'm gonna not, I'm gonna want to shut down, crawl away, run, and go back into my shell. Because I'm trying to self-preserve.
Yeah.
And words hurt. Words hurt and actions hurt. So when those things are done to us, it's like we internalize those things and they hold this weight over us. You know what I'm saying? And this weight keeps us from doing so many things. And it takes so much vulnerability that I would like to say we are capable of. But it takes so much vulnerability to get away from that. And and the thing is, we are succumbing to a pressure that we are stronger than. But we're letting it overtake.
True.
That's like being trapped under a pillow and saying, I'm going to stay here and die because I can't lift this pillow. You're stronger than a pillow. You can lift this pillow. But to sit there and let it overpower you like that, then that's a problem.
And I really feel like that's where, like, in most relationships where there's intimacy problems, unless there's like a physical thing that's causing intimacy problems, it's because there's a lack of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Wherever a lack of intimacy, for the most part, wherever there's a lack of intimacy, there's a lack of vulnerability.
I'm rolling.
Absolutely
on somebody's part.
100%.
Where somebody either hasn't been vulnerable enough to communicate what's going on.
Right.
They haven't been vulnerable enough to make the first move because they fear of rejection again. They're not being vulnerable. They haven't been vulnerable enough to say, hey, this is my body. Love me like I am. Most of the time where there's a lack of intimacy, there's a lack of vulnerability. That's the deeper root.
For true. Yes. For true.
I absolutely agree. Because, like I said, I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You can't, be vulnerable with somebody. You can't be intimate with somebody that there's no level of vulnerability there.
Right.
It takes more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why
I would probably go on the ledge and say every high couple that's high in intimacy have to have a high vulnerability level.
Yeah. I would say that.
Like I would love to poll people who have great intimacy in their marriage and long lasting intimacy and keep reconnecting. I guarantee that there is a high level of vulnerability that is taking place for them to get to this point.
And we ain't saying just intimacy and sex.
No.
Yeah.
No,
not at all.
Yeah,
not just sex. That's part of it.
Yeah, but it's not the biggest part.
But that's not the biggest part.
Yeah.
Vulnerability increases intimacy across the board. Because the moment you can tell somebody, I'm hurt.
Right.
Something that you said hurt me. And that person could be like, you know what? I really didn't mean to hurt you. I apologize about that. What can I do to make that try to make that not happen? That's intimacy.
This to be able to tell somebody, hey, I'm struggling.
Right.
Like I can't articulate everything that's going on. Right now I'm struggling. And I really don't know which way is up. Struggling. and I want, you know what I'm saying? So like, even saying that can be releasing.
100%.
And for them to say, hey, you ain't got to have all the words right now, but you got me. And we're going to get through this together. Intimacy.
True.
Be
connection.
And it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we just talking. You know what I mean? We're talking.
Heck yeah. Man, that's hard as hell.
Easier said than done. I want to make that very
Not
clear.
even easier said than done. Hard.
Like,
extremely.
I feel like we be talking sometimes and people be like, man, these fools make it sound easy. Oh, it's not.
Not easy. I ain't doing that shit. I'm working at it.
Listen.
Listen.
We're talking to ourselves.
We're talking
also,
this podcast is for me.
Yeah, like,
I ain't doing all this.
Y'all just kind of listening as we talking about it.
Like, I'm not doing all this.
Please don't think I got this everything figured out. You are wrong in your thinking.
Our ladies gonna listen to this and be like, this ain't
like this
is vulnerable.
If I don't
straight up, bro.
Text you vulnerable where?
Keep it a thou wow, you know what I mean?
But I will say it's important that you handle a person's vulnerability with care.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is very important.
If you do not handle that vulnerability with care, don't worry, we'll never have to again.
It's fair. It's fair.
So
it's fair.
So that's the thing.
On both sides.
Yeah, it's fair.
On
both sides.
On both sides.
So be careful.
But especially a man.
Especially. All right.
Whole nother topic for another day.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Bruh.
All right, here we go.
This is 4 or 5.
This is 5. Last one.
Thank you.
That was a doozy.
Hey, man, listen. It's all serious in here now.
Bro, these balls ain't no joke.
These balls ain't no joke.
Likes. All right, last one. Putting unrealistic expectations on your spouse.
Self-sabotage?
Yeah, putting unrealistic expectations on your spouse.
Is that self-sabotaging?
Could be.
I feel like the things that you're if you create an idealistic thing, then you are hurting yourself because you are putting things for a person that they can never live up to.
I got you.
If you are rationally healthy thinking, you know they can't.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like people could do that and don't realize they're self-sabotaging.
Oh, Bob, I think most people that self-sabotage, you don't realize.
That is very true.
Nobody, I mean, unless you're trying to end something, you're not just sitting there like, I'm going to do this so this can end.
Yeah.
That's what makes self-sabotaging so detrimental, is that most people that's doing it
don't even know.
Don't realize it. So I'm saying, listen to this podcast. Ask yourself these questions.
Yeah.
Are you doing this?
Yeah.
Do you put more expectations, unrealistic expectation, on your significant other that you know they can't meet? Because the moment you do that, it's like if I give a worker something at my job, and I say, this is what I need you to do. But as their manager, their coach, or whatever, I know that there is no possible way for them to complete them. I have then set them up to fail.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's going to at some point it's going to end their term here at this company.
Yeah,
it's no different in a relationship. If I just be like, I need a woman that do this, and this if she gonna be my woman, and it's unrealistic, I've sabotaged this relationship before it even got started.
It just I was just kind of thinking like it's one of them things where like your spouse wants you to anticipate their needs. And it's like, you should know.
You set me up for failure.
Yeah, you should know that I want this or need, and it's like, wait a minute, what makes you think?
Like, you have now asked me to be Jehovah God.
I can't do that.
Why can't we communicate? and see, like, sometimes I feel like if a person, people feel like if they haven't communicated, that there's like a lack of intimacy or a lack of you knowing them or something like that.
Well, that's what's said, because I told you now it don't feel as special.
Yeah. But my thing is, if you never communicate with me, then I'm always at risk of failing. And when I'm at risk of failing, I feel like I'm always failing. If I feel like I'm always failing, I feel like I don't deserve this relationship.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bruh. That shit wrong, bro. That's 7.
That's hilarious.
That's 7. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
So I'm saying it's like we have to be mindful of the expectations, the things that we are putting on people, because it's just like weird science.
Yeah.
They built the perfect woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot live up to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there was only one perfect person walked this earth. You know what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
So like you cannot expecting somebody to perform perfectly.
Yeah.
That is putting like I'm working against myself.
No, 100%. 100%.
Because when they fail, I'm going to be upset.
And they are going to fail.
They are going to fail because they're incapable of doing it.
Yeah.
We're going
to fail.
Often.
Your significant other is going to upset you. They're going to let you down. They're going to drop the ball several times.
A lot. A whole lot.
This is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
And if you continue to expect them to meet these certain standards as unrealistic, you're setting yourself up for failure. And you're sabotaging the relationship unknowingly. Because some people really think their expectations are not unrealistic.
Yeah, true.
And that's why I become self-sabotage, because they think that somebody should be doing this whole list of things that they have in their mind.
Yeah.
Like they really think this. Like some of these women that's talking this whole financial thing now. And they wonder why they're alone. Because they saying a man should come in and he should do this, and this. And it's a good man out there that might do half of that.
Sure.
And love you to life.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're missing them because you want somebody to check every box.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, when you put all that stuff out there, you're just shopping, like you're fishing in a smaller pool. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real talk.
That $200,000 wedding.
Yeah.
Self-sabotage. Remember that?
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
that's self-sabotage. Because instead of just having a wedding, getting married, be happy to that, you want a $200,000 wedding.
Yeah. But it's like Los just said, when you do that, you are fishing in a smaller pool. So you went from a pond to a kiddie pool.
So and there are people out there that could give you that $2,000 wedding.
Right.
That $200,000 wedding. Cool. That's great. But what I'm saying is, like, if you're complaining about your situation, I'm single, this or this, ain't no good people out there. You have to look at look where you're fishing in.
Yeah. And my thing is like, let's just use that example. If that's what you want, the $200,000
keep
wedding.
fishing.
My thing is, nothing is free. You know what I'm saying? So if you want the $200K, you might have to give up quality time, because in order for that person to make that $200K, they got to work more.
You have to know what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, it's gonna be concessions.
It ain't.
You know what I mean?
You ain't just. I'm gonna tell you, most people that are making $200,000 a year, they don't go to work at 9 and get off at 5.
Yeah. Hey.
They're just being realistic.
Yeah.
They're not like,
especially like people who are like business owners.
Yeah. They're not the people that's attentive at home.
Entrepreneurs.
As soon as they get off work.
Listen.
They on their phone. They on a computer.
I'm saying.
They doing something, making business calls, business trips. Like, stuff comes with that.
Yeah, stuff comes with it.
So let me ask y'all this, because I when I found out this we're gonna talk about this, I kind of started thinking like, so how do you counter this, right?
Yeah.
You know, because you ask yourself these questions, and you find out like you're a self-sabotager. Like, now what?
In one way or another.
In one way or another.
So let's go back over real quick. We can just skim that, like the first one. Thinking things are worse than what they are. I think to counter that is you have to understand that this is a moment. this situation is a moment, and it is not the essence of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not the essence of y'all. This is a moment, and this moment, y'all are both able and capable of getting through it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that counters that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The second one, thinking you don't deserve to be happy or to be in a successful relationship.
Mm-hmm.
That is an absolute lie. You deserve happiness.
From the pits of hell.
You have to understand that you deserve happiness, and that understanding will lead you. It's the essence of that understanding, because if you hold that dear and you walk in that I deserve this, then you won't. Then I won't say won't. It will help you not to do things to counter it, because you're saying I'm accepting of it.
Mm-hmm.
I do deserve this. I am allowed to be happy. Sometimes we think we're not allowed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you are allowed to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the third one, putting the shortcomings of your ex onto your current significant other. Listen, they didn't cut you. Your current person isn't the one that cut you, but they are the person that's going to handle your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So be careful not to mix the two. Just because they touch something and it may hurt doesn't mean they're the one that cut you.
I like it.
Like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the next one, not trying, not being a type of mate you're capable of being for a particular reason. Like I talked, it's like you know what I said to Rece. You're capable of this. Like you are capable of doing hard things. Sometimes when things get hard and difficult, like it's like it goes against our capacity to do something.
Mm-hmm.
That is a hell of a lie.
Yeah.
Your situation does not determine your competence to something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because a situation is bad doesn't mean you can't communicate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You're capable of communicating. Now communicate when it's hard. You're capable.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Last one. Putting unrealistic expectations on your spouse. This is not weird science. This person is not something that you go into a computer and make.
Mm-hmm.
This is a fallible person that has flaws just like everybody else.
True.
Treat them as such.
Mm-hmm.
Treat them with, give them the room to mess up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give them the room to not be perfect. Give them the room to not fill every single box in your life that you feel like you need.
Mm-hmm.
Or you've been wanting. You know what I'm saying? Like, give people that space.
I just feel like when I hear all of that, I think it's like, to me, I guess what I hear in all that is like the biggest counter just for self-sabotage is self-love. Like if you really begin to value and love yourself,
mm-hmm.
that'll cancel out a lot of self-sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
I first of all, I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there comes with an acceptance also.
Yeah. I think that's part of self-love.
Yeah, it's like
100%.
Yeah. So it's
100%.
like the synonyms. It's like when you fully love yourself and accepting of yourself.
Yeah.
You are first of all, you have to be vulnerable to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
You got to accept that.
1000%.
You got to.
You have to be vulnerable to yourself, because there are things like listen, like hard truth, you messed up.
Yeah.
Like hard truth.
And that's okay.
And it's not gonna sugarcoat it, nigga, you messed up.
Mm-hmm.
That was wrong. You were wrong. You did somebody wrong. That's what happened.
Yep. And you gotta move forward.
In that, you're still allowed to be happy.
True.
Yep. You're still allowed to be happy. I think because I really feel like if you love yourself, you're not gonna put when you love yourself, it makes it easier to love others. And it's I'm not going to put.
He's spitting, bro.
I'm not going to put unrealistic expectations on myself. So I'm not going to put that on you. Because I love me and I love you, I'm not going to put that on you. I'm not going to think things are worse than they are because I understand I'm not a problem and you're not a problem. We're in this together. Like, I'm not worried about what she did over here because I've gotten past it because I love myself and realized, hey, you know what? She has some problems too. And she got some problems. We all got some problems, but we all are worthy of happiness and love still. Mm-hmm. You know, so I just really think the biggest counter in hearing like Lo say all that is just self-love. Learn how to love yourself and your self-worth and your self-value will take away a lot of that self-sabotage.
I believe when you are struggling to love yourself, it's going to be a direct effect where you're struggling to love the person you're with and handle and accept things with that person.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you feel so down about yourself. It's just like the ultimate thing is saying, how could this person even possibly love me or want to be with me? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that keeps us from being vulnerable because it's like, if they really knew me, they wouldn't mess with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it takes a vulnerability because, listen, you have to run the risk. If you show yourself to a person and they turn away, then that's the risk you take.
Yeah.
But if you never do, you run a high risk of self-sabotaging a relationship that's going to end anyway.
Facts.
Yeah.
Or true. Hey, what?
I mean,
let's clap it up. Those came back with the wisdom, didn't he?
Man,
came back with the wisdom.
Make sure you cut that off the end.
I'm gonna leave all that in there. I'm gonna leave it all in there, man.
But yeah, man. Like I said, man, that was good, man.
Twas good.
I enjoyed it.
Twas good.
I hope it helped. Help me.
Hey, listen,
help
man.
y'all. You know what I'm saying?
It got real serious in here.
I fought the
real
risk
serious.
of going quiet over here. You know what I'm saying? It just thinking.
Don't self-sabotage the podcast.
Bro, I was close.
I'm just saying.
I was close.
Ask yourself these questions, man. Yeah. Go ahead and share, like, and subscribe.
Love yourself.
And love yourself. If you love yourself, you'll like this video and you'll share it with your people because that's what self-love is.
Hey, this is episode 99, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So
I think so.
We gotta do something for the 100.
Have another episode.
Right.
Do something big. We gotta do something.
We got a lot of time to be playing something big. Like we're gonna go live or something.
You do something.
Do live?
We'll see.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
All right, y'all know the drill, man.
Holla.
Talk to us later. Down in the comments. Deuces. Turn that that bastard up.